Wednesday for him too. Okay, we'll work on that, guys. Thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the heads up. We'll work on that. Ralph in North Carolina, Melanie in Virginia, Alan from Spain, Altus in Oklahoma. We got everybody in the chat. So I see two more people in the waiting room for now. I think we're about 4 minutes. We just crossed 4 minutes past the top of the hour, Charles.
Let's get started, Matt. Can you not hear me?
Oh, I'm so sorry. No. All right. So welcome to the Save Club. Corporate training and update Zoom on Monday. Today, we're going to share some awesome information with you about what's happening with the company, where we're at, what's going on. Charles works relentlessly. The guy never sleeps. So doesn't David and everybody at corporate. Just making this the #1 opportunity in 2025 for each and every single one of us, and we appreciate them. So I'm going to turn this over to our CEO, Mr. Charles Mui, out in Las Vegas, Nevada. Over to you, Charles.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for the great introduction. Thank you all for coming in on this glorious Monday morning. Today, we're going to be going over some of the announcements that we have launching off this month. We've been dialing in our different funnels. If you were on Friday night's presentation, we covered a new sales funnel that was going through all of the different product offerings that we have. And it's so exciting as we continue to expand these product offerings. It's almost getting difficult to cover all of the things that we're offering at Save Club in even an hour-long presentation, and it's just going to keep stacking up. So what we're doing is we're dialing in to different marketing campaigns so that you can lock into products that you use or lock into a system that you can dial that you love to get it going. You see, as we're coming out, just like a department store or like a Walmart gets started, you've got all these different sections inside of the store, from food and groceries to clothing, beauty products. You've got pet products, you've got electronics. It's like a big store. And over the last 71 days, as we've been rolling out all these different things, there's been a lot of new developments. And so I'd like to cover the different campaigns that you can work on and focus in on what is going to be best for you to develop your business. And we'll also go into our content drop for the week to show you some of the supporting pieces so that you can get dialed in. One of the areas that we launched over the last couple of weeks was the residual savings component, and it's been super exciting for people to get in and save money on a residual basis. You're talking about, creating yourself a residual income with subscriptions of the membership. Well, one of the easiest ways to get somebody to want to lock in and pay $19.97 is show them that much in savings, and that can definitely be done utilizing the electricity and different portals. So I'm going to share my screen and just show you guys where to find this inside of the back office so that you can direct the right people there. So I'm going to close this. So right here, when you log in to your back office, and let me just make sure that's showing. Okay. You get into the back here, and if you haven't downloaded the app, you start with downloading the app so you get savings all the time. You can access your different deals here. And what I'd like to show you guys where to find the residual savings, starting right here with our Savings Hub. Inside the Savings Hub, you can watch our video. I recommend you can share this video as well. You can find this on the YouTube channel so you can get people interested in the different ways that they can save with Save Club. If you'd like to lead by introducing people to this, you let them know that we all have residual bills. Why not participate in residual savings? And so when somebody gets started here, they watch this video and then click on this link. And it is simply just filling out this very simple survey. And this is a great way to get in. If you've not gone and done this, if you've got residual bills, if you're in the United States and Canada and you'd like to get to see if you qualify for this, the process takes about, I don't know, if you have your bills in hand, it maybe takes like 10 to 15 minutes. And then from there, you kick back and you'll just get the responses letting you know, what savings are there. And that's everything from your internet, like all of you are obviously here, you're on the internet or you're on your phone, or you're dialing in through a different way, but it's also from like satellite TV, XM radio, pest control. And once you're able to lock in your residual savings there, kick us back a testimonial. Let us know, because this is a powerful way to get people on board, and it's a dedicated presentation. We also have different trainings within our blitz that teach you how to make introductions to these products. Now, Dave, you want to work in the background there and pull up some of the reels that highlight working with residual savings, and that's one way we can really help people get some prospecting going, because again, most people are out there with residual bills. Now, I'm going to show you guys the residual savings component on another area. So right here from your back office, from the home page, this this electricity savings. Now, this savings portal is getting expanded. We started with 14 states. We're now at 19, and I'll read those states off for you, or I'll show them here so that you can see where this goes.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah.
While you're pulling that up, there was a story that came across my desk on August 10th through a newspaper, and it said this: New Jersey's electric bills tripled this summer. When my friend Rebecca in Highland Park, New Jersey, opened up her PSE and G gas and electric bill last month, she almost fell out of her seat. It had tripled. It's now costing her more than $1,000 a month to keep her modest home running. It's been creeping up for months, in spite of the fact that nothing about our house has changed. And past, the bill was only $300 a month. I don't know how we're expected to absorb these new bills, she posted. Her neighbor wondered the same things. Property taxes are now up 6.3% in that state. And then it also says something about, let's see if I can find it here, other things that were up as well. Car insurance is up 15%, home insurance up 17%, and health insurance up 19%.
Yep.
So
those are all things, those are all bills that you can have negotiated through Save Club. So obviously people need this, more than ever. And so here's the states for the electricity savings. If you know people in these states, or if you want to reach out to people, even ask for referrals for people in these states. It's Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Washington, D.C., Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Texas, and Virginia. Those are some big states. And, as you see the energy bills going up. Now, I want to share with you guys what is happening in the world that is making energy bills go up like crazy. The consumption of electricity for running blockchains, and the consumption of electricity mainly for running AI is enormous. They're talking about creating data centers in the major cities, in these buildings, converting some of these large skyscrapers just to be data centers. And those data centers just suck down the power. Compared to like a regular Google search, a chat GPT inquiry is like 10 times as much electricity that is being used to do that protocol. So we're going to see electricity bills continue to rise, and when we as Save Club, we're going to get more aggressive, working to open more areas, more states, so that you guys can do that. But once you get through this little part of the back office, this is a phone call, and you actually talk with an energy advisor. So, have your things ready. It's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. And you just have the person who's responsible for the energy bills, or the representative, and have your electricity bills in hand. And it's a pretty fast phone call. You're going to want to have just a lot, like 15 minutes to go through this, just so that you have, that's more than enough time to get submitted and to see if your energy bills can be reduced. Dave, do you have some of those
Yeah,
reels,
I'll show you
around this, and we can talk about exactly.
Well, what's also cool about that, Charles, is the fact that it doesn't cost them any money up front to do that. And if they save them money, they will send you $100 gift card on top of it. So nothing out of your pocket. And then if they can save you money, then you get a $100 gift card. So that's pretty cool. Just so you guys know, I'm in the back office. I'm going to go over to the training tab, and then I'm going to click on marketing materials. And when you go there, we have all kinds of folders full of things, savings here. I think it's the last, I'm looking at the last one I did. I think it was actually last week's had some of those. Let me see if it was last week's or the week before. No, it was the week before, I think, that you're talking about on the savings. So 720, I think. No, that wasn't it either. Where are those? Because the ones I did this week, Charles, weren't specific to the savings. I think that's the ones you're looking for, right? 8.3. There we go.
Yeah, right here. 8.3.
So here's some we also give you graphics that you can just go post to. So not only do we give you videos, we've actually created you images, or I'm just going to share my sound here real quick.
Yeah. So here's some components here. I suggest in making, say, hey, are any of you in these states? And then if so, save money on electricity, contact me. Just one phone call could save you so much, on your month, every single month. And here's some pieces here. All these really cool design creatives.
So we have some of those. This is a good one too. Good image right there.
Yeah. Don't forget, I didn't realize how massive the pest control industry is. It is like tens of billions of dollars a year on pest control, and a lot of people get signed up for these pest subscriptions, especially commercial buildings, and they just pay it every single month, and they never think to renegotiate that bill and take the savings. So these are all things that could easily save you, more than $20 a month. Here's one for cable.
Hey, Charles, can I add something to the electricity?
Yeah, certainly.
So the reason that there's discounts, guys, is because of deregulation. It's not because some weird solar guy is going to show up at your door or anything. So we're not trying to get you to switch. It's just because of deregulation that there's more competitive prices, and you probably qualify for something if you look into it.
Yeah, certainly. There's actually, I'll get a little deeper into the electricity savings and exactly the three different ways. Okay, so there's availability
this week's
for
content drop too, Charles, or no? While I'm here.
Yeah, I'll flip that to you in just 1 second, Dave. I'll share. I'll let you share. So for energy savings, I'll just kind of get granular into where these savings come from. So there's government subsidies that were put in place going back all the way back to like the early 2010s. So when Obama was in office, there was all types of subsidies that allowed people to get discounts and get basically discounts and write-offs for solar energy. And so some of these were put into place in states where they built large solar farms. And you simply have to let the electricity company know that you prefer your energy to come from a solar farm versus a dam or coal or wherever else the electricity is coming from. And those subsidies just go and they're applied directly to your bill. A lot of people just don't know about this, or you don't know how to get them. So, by simply using this this dial-in, you can access those savings. And when you sign up for those subsidies, they're good for up to 20 years. So you'll be able to just have that energy savings just residually for a long time. There's also smart meters. Most of the cities have upgraded to these smart meters, and because of deregulation, you're able to get your energy from different sources. So you can then you can elect to have your smart meter change where you get your energy from. This happens completely in the background. You just have to get enrolled with it, and it automatically changes. So at certain times during the day, energy companies might have their power priced 2 or 3 times higher during the day because they want to have they want to charge during peak energy hours. While other suppliers will keep their rate the same or they'll be lower, this will just change it automatically and you get the savings. So it just happens in the background. But if you don't know about it or you don't know how to enroll for it, you go through this process, call the number, they'll sign you up for it, and then the savings are residual. The third option is there just might be a better energy provider out there. So what happened was in the early 2000s, they started having energy deregulation. Energy still in a lot of the states is a monopoly. There's only one energy provider, but many states, they now compete for energy. And these energy companies, they go in, they purchase energy from the energy providers in bulk. They purchase it in advance in the future. That way they're able to lock in a rate for years into the future. And so where your utility company, your energy company might charge you, or you're kind of held hostage there, this is a way to let the free market determine who the better provider is going to be for you. And if there is a better provider for you and you get switched over, it's $100 bonus on top of the additional savings. So that's how the electricity savings program works. And if you're in one of these states, I highly recommend you go through that, get it done, and then get a testimonial back. So Dave, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You can share some of these content pieces and how to use them.
Sure. Okay. So every week, everyone, we drop new stuff, okay, which really sets us apart from any other company out there. No other company does this. So again, to get there, you click on the training tab on the back office, click on marketing materials. And when you do, you'll see all these folders here. So as we talked about, let's say energy savings. If you click on in the back here, we have social media posts. If you click on that, I have one that says electric posts. And you just click on that. And a lot of you, here's the problem. I've been doing online marketing for 30 years. I'm pretty good at writing ad copy. Some of you that are just getting started, the problem is a lot of you don't know how to write compelling ad copy that move the needle. All right. And we realize that. And so we wanted to be one of the first companies that instead of just letting you go out there and not get results, that we actually help you get results. So we actually wrote posts for you. Literally, can you copy and paste? I could highlight this thing here. I could use my mouse and I could add copy. I could instantly go over to Facebook, hit paste. I can go to X. I can go to LinkedIn. I could go all these places. And by the way, if you haven't checked out our 90-day blitz yet, you definitely want to get on that, because we train you on actually how to post on all these things. But then every time there's a date, there's new stuff. So like yesterday's 8/10. And we dropped a lot of new stuff in here. And I try to do a mix of everything. We do have some new travel stuff coming. So I wanted to add a lot of travel stuff for this week. But stuff like this. Here's something for like we do. Yeah, big discount. So we have that. We got, a deal about Paris. And these are all attention grabbers. New York. So you gotta remember, as you're scrolling down Facebook or down Instagram or TikTok, what makes you stop? Usually motion, usually something that looks cool, you like stop. That's the whole point of this is grabbing attention. Now, once they get the attention, what do? They read the post. So that's why we want you to copy our post and then you add them. So everything's done for you. We write your post for you. We give you all your content, and then we even give you the capture page. So for example, if I'm posting this Miami video, I could say get up to 80% off discounts on travel. What I would do is I'd come back over here, click on social media post. I would look at travel opportunity on that. Okay, talk about saving on travel. And then what you're also going to do is you're going to get in your back office then, and then you're going to go over here. You're going to go over, I'm going to move this out of the way here. You're going to click on my websites tab. And for example, I could scroll down and we have a travel page. So I would grab my travel page and then I would go post that travel page as well. So you have that reel that talks about saving money on travel. We gave you what to say about it, and then people come here. So we made it so easy to generate leads for you because everything for you is done. We literally hold your hand. And I want to show you in the back office as well. When you click on the training tab If you go over here to training and you go down to the training portal, we literally show you step by step what to do, like how to get these reels, how to get the post, how to post them on Facebook, how to post them on Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn and X and YouTube and all these things. We literally walk you through step by step and teach you everything. And then if you want the advanced training, you can get on our 90-day blitz, which I put in the chat for everybody. So it's blitz90.com. And when you click on that, what's going to happen is, let me just log in here. The first thing you'll see is we have a board which you can make comments. You know, people make comments all the time on our training, and they're just having insane results on our training. They're showing stuff that we taught them. People are very, very excited about it. But you click on learning, and we have day 1 through, what are we up to now, Charles? 40, 41? I mean, we got a lot here. Up to 41 days of training. And that's like having me and Charles, you know, we've done 7 figures on the internet. Imagine if we were to come to your house, sit down at your computer and point at stuff and say, I want you to write this. I want you to click this. I want you to do this. You know, imagine being personally trained on internet marketing, on what works. And we actually want you to have so much success. We want you to make money that we show you how to do everything step by step. So again, what sets apart Save Club is not only our awesome products and our awesome savings and awesome comp plan, but we do what nobody does. We help you from the start of it with the marketing. We know you don't know how to make graphics, know how to make videos, know how to write compelling ad copy. So let's do it for you. We know you don't know how to make awesome sales funnels that convert. I own my own sales funnel business for 8 years. I'm pretty good at it. We give you that. No upsells. No charges for this stuff. And then we train you step by step with no additional charges. Absolutely the biggest insanity. Never been done in this industry. This alone is worth joining Save Club all over the world. Above and beyond almost anything else is just getting this level of training and hand-holding that's just not out there in this industry. So we really, really want you to succeed. And we're putting our time where our mouth is to help you do it. So please, you know, jump in here because it will be beneficial for you. I promise you that. Back up, Charles.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to my screen over here and share with you guys, you know, another offer that that we just released last week. So, you know, as we continue to grow, you'll see this section here in my deals. I mean, eventually we're going to have to have like 2 columns over here as we just keep stacking up all the different amounts of savings. And, you know, most importantly, we're growing and we're growing globally. And so as we start reaching out to the different areas around the world, you know, we'll be putting that in here. Now, when we do savings and open up new countries, it's kind of a big focus, because when we do, like, let's say India or China or Europe or Australia or Africa or Latin America, you know, what what we have to do is identify the deals that are in those areas and then light them up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share a different part of my screen here and do the advanced sharing and share a portion of the screen. Start here. So here is an example of our portal that we'll be launching here this month. And this is what sets Save Club apart in a very big way. What you'll see here is cash back at some of the biggest retailers in the world, from Lowe's and Macy's and tickets to events, Sephora, Nike, you know, all these large businesses. If you look at other cashback areas, no one's going to come close to the amount of cashback deals that we're bringing in here into Save Club. You know, on some of these ones where, you know, trip.com's already hyper competitive, we're offering coupons and additional cashback in these areas. This is how you can override the entirety of the internet. As we're bringing these in, you get to become affiliates. And as an affiliate, you can offer cashback at these different places. And when your people save, you'll be able to make money. And so currently what we're doing is building a payments dashboard so that we can get all of this cash back sent to the people who are using the membership, and also a payments dashboard so that we can get the funds and overrides and income back to you. But I'm just going to just keep scrolling here, because we can scroll here for probably 30 minutes. There's just so many different businesses, about 18,000 here in North America, and 40,000 of these offers are international. And so this will really, flip the script on the international markets and how we're able to get there. And you can see the different cashback. Sometimes it ranges up to like 50% on, some of these offers. And we've got it all broken down. Let me scroll back up. We got it all broken down here by different sections. We have a travel portal launching this week that's in addition to this as well. And that travel portal is got extra deals and areas like that are timeshares, so full-on condos that you can rent in different cities. The same timeshares that people pay $20, $30, $40, $50,000. You can just pick them up on a week-by-week basis for like a few $100s. It's pretty amazing. Kind of makes the whole timeshare industry obsolete. And so that'll be a product that we're rolling out here this month. But this is just what you can preview here. Like for Asia, Goda is one of the largest travel companies in Asia, one of the few companies that works inside of countries like China. And here we've got 6% cash back. And that's on top of all the deals, all the benefits, all the rewards that they're doing there. So this really changes the game on what we're doing for travel, because not only do you get the native rewards and points with these retailers, with these companies that you're already using, but then you get additional cash back on top of that. And we're just going to keep layering all this on. And just keep scrolling down here. So just one more thing, one more area within the massive savings network that we've got here at Save Club. So hold tight, guys. As soon as we get our payments dashboard complete here and we're able to deliver all this cash back to all the users, then I'll turn this live, and it'll just be another area within our back office here that you can use to save money and make money. So so again, I'm just going through our different savings pieces. We've released so much in just a short amount of time that it's almost like too much. But I'm just going to go through one by one these areas here. So we talked about our savings hub. We talked about our electricity savings. I want to talk about this right here. What we're launching with these exclusive deals. And when you click on that tab, it brings you to this page. You can learn about this exclusive deal that we have with this company right here. This is Susol. It's a Korean skincare company. For the last, I've been working with the guys that are bringing this into the United States since about 2017. And they've just been excited about this product to roll it out. And here you can access it at a better deal than anywhere you can find on the internet. So I'll kind of show you what that deal looks like. And this is an exclusive for Save Club members. So you make your way to this site here where we have the Save Club offer, and you can see the original pricing of this product. If you just go buy it individually online, it's $245. And if you bundle it together, you get a bit of a discount, but with Save Club, you get an additional 25%. So let's check this out. I'm gonna stop my screen sharing so you can see all these products up front. So inside here, these are packaged just so beautifully. Just kind of the weight to everything, the texture, and just phenomenal products. And this is a whole skincare system. And some of these individuals, like if you walk into a skincare store, you go shopping online for this stuff, it's expensive. Like this here, this is a beautiful glass bottle. I wish you could have you guys understand just the weight of what's going on right here. You know, done beautifully, you know, packaged up, and it's a whole skincare system. Again, just one product that we've added here to the exclusive deals, and it's a set of, you know, um, there's the three and the other two I just showed you. It's a set of 5 products. You know, when you look at what the cost is there at $119, I mean, that's like, you know, wholesale pricing on that. When I've been manufacturing products for a long time, to get those beautiful heavy jars, to print the nice boxes, to put the premium ingredients in there, and then to ship it all the way across the world from Korea here to North America. These products are available in the United States and Canada, and then to offer it at below wholesale. So when these products are sold to stores, department stores, spas, all that, they're sold at a 50% discount, and we're getting over that. So the same type of price that you would pay if you owned a store and were to retail this, you're getting it here. And that's because with Save Club, we got bulk purchasing power, and we're just going to keep loading up these types of deals. You know, we've got deals coming for telemedicine, mental health evaluations over the phone, for prescription drugs, over 1,000 prescription drugs for free. I've already been using this service, just testing it out for the last month, to get blood work, to set up a primary care physician. These are all other things that will start appearing inside of the exclusive deals tab. Because really, the idea is to have everything that you're spending money on, just like the residual bills, to, you know, we had savings there from things like car payments, to things that you'll put on your body, supplements you'll put in your body. All these things will just keep adding up. And when you look at the retailers, over 58,000 retailers that we've contracted with to offer savings there, it just becomes more and more. So as you learn what's here and start to be able to incorporate this in parts of your lives, you know, we feel that an annual savings could be easily over $2,000 within here. And it's going to get really exciting as we start pushing these savings, the additional savings, into the compensation plan, from being able to match the cash back that people get when they use the app or they use the shopping portal, to the override in the savings that we're going to be placing into the global bonus pools. And that sets us apart, but, you know, widely sets us apart from other network marketing companies, where typical commissions are derived from the products that you purchase, and the you know, the fees that are there with the company. We've got all these additional advertising dollars coming in to, you know, help people get paid there. So let me go back to sharing my screen here. I'm going to talk a little bit more about our training. So, you know, as you get further involved with the company, you're going to want to know more and more about these pieces. And so we've been putting together our Blitz training, as Dave was covering earlier. And if you have not been part of that or seen it, you just go to this website here, Blitz 90. And when you get in, you'll sign in. If you don't have an account, you register an account. And, you know, once you're into this area, I'll point you around of just, you know, what you're going to want to do to start learning. As you see, we've got a large discussion board here. You can ask questions if you need help with additional customer service. We have a community of people here that are, you know, becoming experts more and more. So not only can you get, you know, questions answered right here inside of this Blitz discussion panel board, you can also ask questions about specific trainings and get help from the community and from the administrators. And then if you want to get into to the learning, I highly recommend that you do the trainings in order. So as you get involved, you know, just make it a daily practice. The whole premise of the 90-day Blitz is you can do anything in short amounts of time. And this is a midterm strategy where 90 days is going to go by either way. This way, you come out of the 90 days with a whole bunch of skills, a whole bunch of education of what you can do for your mindset and what you can do for internet marketing. And these lessons, they lead on each other. So they continue to grow. Like a lot of times when I put out a training, it'll be like a 3-part series. Well, I'll discuss a certain thing and then take it further on the next course and then have action steps on the next piece. But to deliver all that in one training, it might just be too much, but we split it out and it builds on itself. And now we're over here all the way at 41 days. Now, one thing we did inside here, I think it was here in day 32, we started training on how to do DMing inside of the program. Now, many of you on the call that were early enough to get registered for the direct messaging program, this was something that we initiated through because we have access to over 19 million social media accounts where we're able to segment these accounts and get all the different statistics for these accounts, where we're able to understand the level of engagement, who the audience is, and whatnot. And I had to stop the registration. I stopped it at 145 people for our direct messaging campaigns. And we have some training here. So for those of you that are part of that campaign, we're going to be doing a specific call, a training call, on exactly how to DM people, what to do when they respond, where to direct them to, and ultimately how to get them involved inside of your Save Club organization as an affiliate. And just remember, as we're starting to grow and move beyond individual, always be promoting to individuals, but now we're getting a lot of interest from groups. We're getting interest from affiliates that have massive lists. One group that I'd spoken with recently is a company that does something like 40,000 phone conversations per week for people for debt collection. And obviously people that are being called about debt, they need to be saving money, they need to be earning money, and we're setting up a campaign with them for their exit traffic. So as they send emails, as they speak with people, they're going to be directing them to Save Club. Now that's just one idea, but the affiliate that brings that group on board is going to earn a matching bonus on all those customers coming in. And because we've got a great free segue to get people on board with the app, I feel that one marketing campaign there where we're going to be training those call center agents with that debt company to just be directing people into the company. Just it's a funnel that's opened up. And so more and more of these ideas will come out, but that was an idea that came from somebody as they were going through the blitz and they saw our different trainings and say, wow, instead of speaking to individuals, maybe I'll speak to school districts or sports teams or of organizations of various sizes, nonprofit organizations. And these are ways that we can open up those conversations. So when you know your product, know what we've got going on here, have a good product testimony, it's easier to have those conversations. And when you've got the skills and the product, when you're into those conversations, you can then work with your team, work with your upline. I'm very open to doing three-way phone calls and mini webinars, private webinars to work with to recruit these organizations. But it all starts with knowing what your products are and where to direct people. The message is virtually the same if you're talking to an individual or if you're talking to the head of some nonprofit. Our message is this group or this individual can earn money by helping people save money. And so that education and that training, it starts inside of your back office. It's continued here inside of the 90-day blitz. And there is a little bit of a learning curve to get into these more advanced strategies, but is it worth it? Is it worth to learn how to do that? Is it worth to learn the product? So yeah, those opportunities can be there for you. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. Hey Dave, I'd like to ask you some questions here about the feedback you've been getting here from our different Blitz members, and what type of you know what type of results have been coming back. And I know you've been in here getting direct feedback from so many people. Is that something that you can comment on?
Oh, absolutely. It's awesome. When we have something that we work so hard on putting together, hearing the feedback is just great. So like Craig here, he comments a lot. I did a training on just getting two people. And, he's already saying, thanks for the training. I'll meet my four personals, make sure I train them how to build a massive income. It's just when people see stuff, and it comes to life, it's awesome. Like I did an entire training on how to make better profile pics. I'm like, if you're going to go out there and you're going to reach out to influencers, the first thing they're going to do is check out your profile, right? And so it'd be cool if you had a cool profile pic. And so I did training, and here's Craig again, and he used exactly the training I showed him, and he made some super cool profile pics. So it's very, very cool. Josh here.
And Dave, that's one thing that leads into another. As we're talking about the power of direct messaging, we had a training just about the premise of recruiting people that have lots of influence, and then how to approach them was another training, and then how to clean up your profiles and get your follow-up messages. And like we were saying, that it builds on each other. So this training course today, this Monday morning live webinar, it's an introduction to a lot of the things that we have going on with the company. And so I considered saying, okay, what do we do? Do we go out and do we have a single product focus? Do we have a single method focus and drive it that way? And I go, no, because we're a dynamic company with lots of different savings with a global marketplace. And with that, because savings and e-commerce and it's just such a massive field, we've had to come out over this first 71 days with a variety of training, a variety of products, and we're going to continue that over the next month or so, really fortifying what's going on and then diving in. And so could you be successful with any one of these products or with any one of these strategies? Absolutely. But it's like when you go to the buffet, you don't know what tastes the best. You don't know what's the best for you. And this calls like sampling the buffet. You can see the different training. You can see the different products. You can say, you know what, I'm going to lock in on dining, or I'm going to lock in on electricity, and become a master at that. Have those conversations, and you'll find that that's enough to really grow and explode your business. But it starts like from going through these lessons. So Dave, I'll flip it back to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many comments here on people. Look, Lindsay here. This training is amazing. Really excited to get it out there. Great way to make free images. We show people how to make free images. We show people, we're doing a lot of not just training on Save Club. We're showing you like massive skills, AI skills, all kinds of stuff. So there was one the other day I did on quotes training. It was cool. I showed how to do quotes. And then a girl said, I post quotes all the time. Now I can make my own. And so that was really fun to see this. John made 1 star. Estelle here. I agree with David. Nowhere else in no other program do you get to learn how to make money without all the overwhelming info overload and fluff. Plus, we get to create fun things like text to voice and even make our photos talk using voice. How awesome is that? Thanks, guys. I absolutely love it. These are real people that are in here saying, here's the quotes training. Karen, love the quotes training. I post quotes every day on Facebook. Now I can make them myself. I mean, if you're not in here learning this stuff, I don't know what to tell you. It's free. I mean, we're not charging you for it. And I know I've sold. I had a university I sold. I've done a lot of training where I've sold thousands of dollars. Charles, I think you sold something for $10,000 to get this kind of training. And I'm telling you, this kind of training is not out there. And if people pay thousands of dollars and they're not getting as good a training as that is sitting here.
Yeah. And Dave and guys, as the people that are in here and engaged, as we turned on this campaign for direct messaging, it took me, man, probably about 10 days to pull it all together. As we made an announcement of, come get enrolled, and I left the enrollment open for about a week, and I was not anticipating 145 people attracted to that. Getting leads, working the DM campaigns. And so I had to go out and get, more data and, pulling all that data, setting up 145 different lead distribution spreadsheets and getting them out to everybody. It was quite the work. But again, it's free because we're honoring the people that come in and get trained and show that they've got consistency within this blitz and understand these, because there's almost like a second language once you know these skills and once you know marketing. And so if you want to be a professional, there's a language to being a home-based business professional, a language to being a marketer, and you just got to be able to pick that up. And I think most importantly is the mindset as well. And so I've got a training I'm out ready to post today that is about what's trending on in the world right now, what's trending on generally with people's mindsets, and how to combat that and how to at least understand what's going on globally, and then be able to offer solutions for that. So not only are you getting the technical skills of what's going on, this is where the big marketing ideas come from. It's about saturating your mind inside of the business, inside of what's going on, being surrounded by other people that are excited about this, that are making money with Save Club, and those ideas pop up. Just like the idea there of reaching out to the owner of that debt collection company. That's a lot of people that they're already communicating with every day. And for the person that brings that group on board, you get to earn a matching bonus on what they're doing. There's other opportunities out there that will come up, and these ideas will bubble up once you've educated yourself. I'll throw another one out. Yep.
I was going to say, look at this one on the screen right here, just to show
Mhm.
everybody. Lily, in 30 days, just getting in our blitz, because we looked at her traffic before the blitz and after, and it was amazing. She got 44 leads that came in, 16 upgraded from that because she was following the training in the blitz. I've been in MLM for 30 years. The industry average, unfortunately, is people recruit 2.3 people. That's the industry average. That's all they recruit is 2.3 people. To have someone brand new, okay, that just wanted to follow the training and said, let me see if this works, and get 16 personals in 30 days. Imagine if you and every single person on your team got 16 personals, you would fill up the matrix. Not only would you'd rush through all the ranks, and you'd be making a check that would be pretty darn exciting for you. So the big question here is, are you going to dive into this today, or are you going to just treat Save Club as like, oh, this is just one of those other things, or I hope I make money here, or maybe I'll make money, or maybe I won't, and go through life kind of this mediocre stuff and jump from deal to deal to deal, never making money? Or do you really want to say, I'm going to stop, I'm going to focus, I'm going to plant my flag with Save Club, and this is the business I'm going to do, and I'm going to dive in and get trained, and let's go? Because if you do, you're going to be like Lillian here, or you could be like the industry average and do what everybody else does. So that's really the difference here, right? And this is tremendous right here, looking at this.
Yeah, it's a Dave. I'm going to share my screen right here and talk about. I'm going to go right on the coattails of what you're saying there. And one of the blitz trainings in here that I did was this whole money is math. But the key part of what we're doing here is the duplication and the leverage. So I want to just throw up this income disclaimer and just say what I'm showing you guys here is how the comp plan works. I'm going to show you the math behind how a compensation plan like this can create part-time income, full-time income, and even big-time income. Now, these are just numbers here in like a perfect matrix, and they're not what you're going to make. It's all based upon what's going on. But the reason I put this together is to show you the power of duplication and why so many people are attracted to this industry, why so many people have reached success here, and why top business professionals say, if you're going to start a business in 2025, why choose network marketing? Because you can get into a business, it's $300 a year to be part of Save Club, and you have the full training, you have access to all these savings, all these great products, and I'm going to demonstrate the earning potential. So we just showed Lillian, who got in 30 days, was able to bring in 44 people, 16 pre-enrollees. What is that? That's about, well, that's a really high conversion rate. That's like 30%. That's phenomenal. But I want to talk about being able to get 4 people, okay? Because this business, if you enroll not as a VIP, but if you get started, it's $80. It's $79.97 to become a Save Club affiliate and get your membership. Well, our Fast Start pays 25%. So if you were to enroll 4 people, you basically would be doing this business for free. Like, you'd be in the positive just after 4 enrollments. And so why 4 enrollments is so important? I'm just explaining exactly why. Now, if you were to get 4 enrollments and do that in a month, or do that in a week, then really there's no time limit to do it. But if it took you 4 months, you did 1 a month, you're still going to be ahead, because this is a very affordable business to operate. Some of these businesses out there, I mean, if you got to go run a dry cleaner, you got to buy all the equipment, and you probably got debt on that, and then you got to pay for the overhead for the building, probably thousands and thousands of dollars a month, plus the electricity bills. I mean, it's so hard to make money when you've got a burn every single month. Our burn is a membership that saves you money. That's 67 cents a day. Okay, so we all know this story of a penny duplicating. I want to go over the power of duplication. The premise of this story is, would you take $1 million right now, or a penny doubled for 30 days? And for the first like 20 days or something, it's not very exciting, because at 20 days it's only $5,242. But as you can see, as the duplication takes place, and these days here, this last week from day 25 to day 30, it reaches up to over $5 million. That's the power of duplication. Now, how are you able to harness duplication into your life to make money? It's very, very difficult to get that compounded leverage. Probably one of the most powerful forces in the universe is compounded leverage and duplication. But how are you supposed to get that in your life if you're not in a network marketing business, if you're not in something that creates duplication? And so is it worth learning the skills, learning how to get 4 so you can show someone else how to get 4? Okay, well, let's say 4, that's it. That's, I think, is a very realistic, easy number to achieve. But let's just say 2, that you get started and you're able to get 2, and they're able to get 2, who get 2, who get 2. And what's phenomenal about this compensation plan is it pays 16 levels deep. But with our matching bonuses, it pays to an infinite number of levels deep. So I'm just going to run this. If you were to get started and not enroll anybody, but the matrix was to fill completely, you could get to this point right here, $495 a month. That's without doing anything. But when you start to enroll people, you start to unlock additional levels, all the way up to earning off of 16 levels. And a full matrix at 16 levels is $65,000 a month. But you only get there with duplication. You start reaching these larger numbers. And do I feel we're going to get to? And by the way, I've talked to people who are already in their organization, like getting paid off of, I think it was up to like 70 levels already, through the duplication. So it's already pretty exciting to be able to reach that deep into your organization. But here's the power of our matching bonuses. So let's say you were to get these first 2 people, and they were to have a matrix all the way filled. So I show here the 17th level. Well, that's because you're getting, you're able to match their checks, and it reaches down to a 17th level. But if you were just have 2 people fill up the matrix, yeah, your matrix would be full. You'd earn 65,000. But the matching bonuses are such a powerful part of this compensation plan that with just 2 enrollments, your check would be over $104,000. So you do understand that each person that you enroll exponentially increases your overall earning in this compensation plan. That's why enrolling people is such a powerful part of this plan. It's not about positioning. It's about enrolling people. And so as you start, and when you see when I see the different checks, I see the different payouts, it's the people who get the enrollments that are really hitting these good paydays. So in conclusion of this leverage, true freedom in network marketing is not built by working hard, but by working smarter through duplication. And that's why we put so much focus on this 90-day blitz. Because if you can come in and get trained, you don't have to do like Lily and get 16 enrollments. We're saying come in and get 4. And even if you come in for 90 days and screw up and get 2, but you've got 2 other people that are willing to go through the plan and get 2, then this duplication process really works out. And my number one goal from the CEO standpoint is to make sure that our product is so powerful that people are getting the savings all around the world, so that spending $20 a month on your membership pays you more in just your savings and your cash back than what the membership has. That's how we're going to get the long-term, residual income, locked in. So that's it for this slideshow here. But I just wanted to let you know that there's a strategy on what we're doing here about getting people in and getting them plugged in and trained enough, not trained enough to go sponsor 65,000 people, but trained enough to find 2 people who will also get plugged in and do the same thing. And just like the penny doubling every day, it takes time. It took 25 days before it started getting significant, but it was that last 7 days you watched it explode. And guys, we're 71 days into this business. We're still rolling out all of the different products. We have yet to even turn on our international shopping portal. We've got the app out here, and that's going phenomenally well. But in my opinion, I think it's very underutilized because we're still training on it, and people are still learning what's going on, and we're still getting the results back here on how fast our vendors are settling with us. So that once you start seeing that cash back start hitting your debit card or credit card, and you get that positive return there, that's an exciting thing. We're still in the very first cycle of that. So with that, guys, we're right here at an hour. I wanted to utilize this call to cover all the different products, recap, what we have done here, what's available for the training, and really show you that in this business, it is about creating leverage so that we can earn residual income and really hit that stage there. So
that's okay.
Is that Pete? You talking?
You're unmuted.
So, so with that, guys, plug into the different products here. We're still gathering up the testimonials. And so if you've got testimonials, we'd love to put them in here. It's really going to help each and every one of us to be featured inside of a testimonial video. Will help you with your own recruiting, to just be able to direct people, hey, I'm in the video, watch it. I appear at 31 seconds or whatever that is. That will be helpful. And so, we'll continue to develop these components here. And I'm going to stop this sharing. Close. Okay. So, with that, everybody, thank you for attending. I mean, this is phenomenal. Have over 225 people on this call to just really dive in deep on the different products here. On last Wednesday, I did a presentation and I got some great reviews. It was a shorter presentation. We were able to knock out the whole business presentation in about 30 minutes. I got some great feedback from individuals on what to add more of, what to subtract from. But the goal here is to get our presentation complete and have it under 30 minutes, which again, it's getting harder and harder to do as we keep adding more products in and we want to get it out there. But remember, we're talking about a $20 purchase of the membership. And to get someone to that point where they say, yeah, it's a risk-free trial. I can do this membership, have a one-click refund if I don't like it within 7 days, and have that part of your arsenal to show people what's going on, to get people into those, to get someone into a decision from I'm curious about saving money to a membership and saving money. It is an easy decision. A lot of people make a $20 decision at lunch. Okay, so to be able to do this and put yourself into a business, put yourself into savings, save residually on your bills, the offers here, it's compelling, and now it's about efficiency. We're going to start compressing time of how somebody gets exposed to the business, how quickly they can make a decision, and this helps by us creating better tools and increasing our ability to share the story so that someone can arrive at, yeah, I want to try this out, and get them started and up the chain. The speed up of duplication, we're getting right there, and we're starting to see that by the people that are taking it serious and really engaging. So I'd like to thank all of you for attending this morning's training. Dave, you have any closing comments before we end this webinar?
No, not really. Just get in the blitz, get in the trainings, dive in, and you can get results. We're training you, so just follow along. I mean, everything we got is hot. There's nothing hotter than savings. And again, we got something new this week, Charles. It's going to be another really cool thing. Every week we're adding new stuff. I was with companies where you'd be with them forever and they would never add anything. No new pages, no new products, no new nothing. And here it's like we are launching new trainings, new products, new stuff like every couple days. It's insane. For $20, are you kidding me?
Dave, and that's really a double-edged sword. Sitting from the CEO position here, I'm like, okay, well, is it overwhelming? Is it almost too much material, pages? It's kind of like a shotgun approach of putting out a lot of material to do it. And I'm telling you guys, it gets condensed down in your mind once you start to really understand and learn all this stuff, and then you'll know where to deploy it. But with this offering, we've got a very simple product, but because it's $20 a month, it's not like you can just do one thing and it's just simple. We've got to supply so much value that it becomes a no-brainer with the product line. And so releasing all that, it's not an easy process. Learning all that is not an easy process, but the ability to learn all this, just like if you were to go to college, or even if you were going to go work at a restaurant, there's still a big onboarding process. You got to learn. There they've got you captive for 8 hours a day learning. If you were to take that amount of time, you could get through the blitz trainings in just a couple of days. Right now we've spread it out over 40 days, but if you treated it like a classroom, or you treated it like a job, you can absorb all this information quickly and know what's here, know what
Charles,
to deploy.
What's really cool about having all these things is you could lead over here with this, lead over here. It's kind of like if you're fishing and you throw a hook in the water, that's cool. You're going to catch one fish at a time. But with all the stuff that we gave you, all the angles that we give you to market, you're literally fishing with a net. You're throwing that net in there and you're able to haul in all these fish, because you could have like foodie stuff over here and travel stuff over here and influencer stuff over here and this over here and this over here. And you're literally attracting all these people from different audiences because of the way not only is this put together, but because of all the different product offerings. So, that's the difference. Think of all these other network marketing companies. They're all out there fishing with their pole with one little hook, and that's what they got. And that's what everybody's doing out here. And then you got Save Club, where we got all of our reps out there with these huge fishing nets, just grabbing everything. Okay. So that's one way to look at it.
Yeah. No, great point there, Dave. I just saw the clock here. We're well over an hour. I want to keep these trainings condensed, guys. For more, where to go, blitz90.com. Thank you for attending. We're going to get back to workout over here. We're 11 days into August, and I still feel just like major pressure, but it's just from me on me to continue to produce more and get you guys everything you need to succeed in this deal. So with that, thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm going to do the presentation again. Get your prospects there, because we've taken what we got last week. It was well received, and we're dialing it up even more. And this is going to be basically the anthem that we need. That's an under 30-minute presentation to get someone to look at this and say, yes, they can make a decision on becoming VIP. And so that's the present. Once you get your prospects, that's the presentation you're going to want to get them to. And I think we're going to really nail it here this Wednesday evening. So again, have a great day.